I mean, hey everyone, it's Rockman. By everyone, I mean Doom. Well, yeah, and since Ratmus paid so much effing money to get a working copy, I figured it would just take time away from him streaming Skies of Arcadia next week. So, and also now we can unlock Jiminy Cricket, right? If we beat this, we can unlock Jiminy Cricket, which is Ratmus's dream, right? He's not going to have time to do that and play Skies of Arcadia. So, for those of you who are watching this who are not Kodoom, yeah, I told him like an hour ago. For those of you who are watching this, Kodoom is an expert on Disney. I'm just going to put that out there. So Doom is here to explain to me everything that I'm seeing, because the last time I was at Walt Disney World was 1985, and the last time he was at Walt Disney World was last year. You know all these wonderful characters that are in this game, right? Look at the three characters we're seeing right now. What the hell is up with Dale's teeth, by the way? We got Chip, Dale, and Jiminy Cricket. Well, those are the only people I know in this game. Let's check out the options. And unfortunately, I still don't have that Rumble Pack working. So this doesn't help us at all. That's true, yes. I totally know that. I also freed up some space on this memory card, so...
Well, hello there. Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket. And today, I have a tale for you that's sure to make you smile. At least I hope it does. It's all here in my story.
I guarantee you it won't.
This morning, when our friends Chip and Dale were out exploring Walt Disney World, and, well, they let their curiosity get the better of them. You see, through a small door in the side of the castle, they discovered a path that leads to one of the hidden treasures of the park, the Walt Disney World Magic Machine.
This is also canon, right? This is how they do it, right? In reality, right?
And you know, it's used every night to shoot off the most beautiful fireworks. Well, those curious chipmunks got a little too close to that machine and accidentally dropped some of their acorns into it. And the machine didn't like that one bit. It huffed and it puffed and it tried to get itself unstuck, but it was no use. Those acorns gummed up the Gearsotronics and Springer Pneumatics so badly that it just stopped working.
I'm sorry, did you say the Gearsotronics and Springer Pneumatics or something?
The machine smoked and it sparked and it blew itself apart, sending pieces flying all over Walt Disney World. So now it's up to you to make sure the fireworks blast off.
Yeah, that's true. I guess before the Rescue Rangers cartoon, they never wore those outfits, did they?
For the show. Everyone visiting the park is depending on you. So good luck.
Also, I will admit to you, Doom, that it took me way too long into adulthood before I ever realized that those outfits were supposed to be, you know, Indiana Jones and Magnum P.I. I had no idea as a kid. It just never occurred to me. I never watched Magnum P.I. And so Ratmus bought this game, and it was apparently so scratched. We thought it was going to work. It didn't. During our last week's Dreamcast stream, Doom was incredibly disappointed that it didn't work. So Ratmus bought a second fucking copy of this game. So Ratmus bought 2 copies of this game, totaling $45 of his money, Doom, to get to show you this wonderful game on stream. So I hope you appreciate it. and Ratmus is blowing all sorts of money on video games. I don't know why. Yes. So last week when we were streaming Skies of Arcadia, I told you that it was a reproduction copy. Ratmus, of his own volition, decided to go and buy an actual, real copy of Skies of Arcadia for Sega Dreamcast, which cost him $150, Doom. And he's going to be streaming it to completion eventually, so again, I hope you appreciate that. And guess what? We were talking on Discord today about how we have some Japanese Sega Saturn games, and our Sega Saturn can't play them, apparently. Ratmus fucking bought a Japanese Sega Saturn, he just told me a couple hours ago, for $100. Well, in Ratmus's mind, because I asked him why he did that, and he said because you wanted to see a 100% playthrough of Steam Hearts. So, is Ratmus insane? And I have to live with him. Well, I guess I don't have to anymore. Alright, so going to the characters screen. So yes, there's Chip, which we all know. Let's we'll go over here. Here's Dale, which we all know, even though he looks like a fucking moron. And, oh yeah, because there's 3 question marks, which are 3 unlockable characters. Well, one of them is Jiminy Cricket, spoilers. We won't discuss the other 2 because we probably won't unlock them. So who are the other 10 Disney characters in this game? Well, let's check them out. This is Baron Karloff, and again, since, if this was Ratmus doing this next week, we wouldn't have this time that you and I have. So let's take a look at the instruction manual and learn about his backstory. Baron is a modern-day descendant of the famous Carlot bloodline. He continually strives to keep his ancestors happy, otherwise they come and visit, ... from the grave. This is why he feels at home in the haunted mansion. Is this important for you to know? Should I be wasting time telling you these backstories? You tell me. Polly Roger. Polly dreams of action and adventure, captaining her own Spanish galleon and searching for buried treasure, all she can think about. But for now, the Walt Disney World Registered Trademark Resort and history books are her escape. She's an expert at navigating the mysterious waterways of Pirates of the Caribbean. So, I think what we're learning here is that each of these characters might have a racetrack that they're associated with. And again, if anyone watched our Sega Dreamcast stream from last week, we tried over and over again to get this game to work, and while Ratmus was doing that, I was reading the instruction manual trying to hype Doom up for a game that never happened until now. Oliver Chickley III, the son of a famous explorer, blah blah blah. He likes Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Disney's Animal Kingdom registered trademark theme park. Otto Plugnut. Yeah, this is one where it says Otto has spent most of his short life around cars and experiments, and I was like, that sounds like he has a terminal disease. You tell me, Doom, when did it come out? It's a no-brainer to think he would be attracted to Test Track at Epcot, registered trademark. Are you attracted to Test Track at Epcot, registered trademark, Doom? He's the classic educated techie nerd. Okay, word is he soups up his car so he can't lose. Keep an eye on him. Mo Whiplash. Rootin' tootin' sheriffin' is what he wants to do. This kid, because they're all kids, even though this looks like a 40-year-old adult bear, mostly moseys around at Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, where the Wild West is still wild. And then we got Bruno Biggs. I think I described him, without you being able to see him, as a Mickey Mouse fanboy who's also a bully. Because he's a huge fan of the world's famous mouse. The more he's at the Walt Disney World Registered Trademark Resort, the closer he can be to Mickey. Possibly hidden Mickeys. He's big and mean and tough. Don't mess with him. Bruno is impatient and doesn't like people getting in his way, especially on the rock and roller coaster, his favorite attraction. Now, is that something that you've ridden, Doom? Does that still even exist? How many of these courses, are things that might not even exist anymore? Because this game was made in 2000, right? That's what the copyright said, right? And we're living in the year of our Lord 2024, right? I hope we don't get fucking, copyrighted for this It's a Small World, fucking Disney. Oh, yeah, so we can't forget Tiara, not damage, but Tiara Damage. Is that how that's supposed to be pronounced, I assume? She's a 13-year-old girl. Yeah, she was the one who, I read this before, but she would relate to the Disney princesses, but alas, she does not. She feels as though the Disney villains have gotten a bad rap. According to her, Maleficent did nothing wrong. This quote-unquote queen is going to make sure everyone else feels the same way by beating all the racers to the finish line. So what course does she like? It doesn't really say. Amanda Sparkle. She's the most famous, cutest child actress in the world. It's no surprise that she absolutely loves being recognized at the Disney studios. She is always sweet and nice and cute, unless she's behind the wheel. She races to win. Yeah. Alright, well that's all of the racers that are unlocked at the start. Okay, so you know what? Let me go to GameFAQs and tell you about the other racers, about how to unlock the other racers. I'm wondering if there's a because this game came out for also PlayStation and Game Boy Color, and it says on the Game Boy Color you can enter a password. I don't know if that works in this version. The A button is red. No, the A button is red, the B button is blue, the X button is yellow, and the Y button is green. As for their orientation, it's exactly opposite of the Switch Pro controller, I'll tell you that. It's actually the same as on... No, actually it's... Again, with these... A button is red and B button is green. Does it look green? Huh. That's yeah. I'm looking at that. What you're talking about on the screen there. On my television, it's definitely a light blue, but for some reason in OBS, it's not coming off as light blue. It's like slipping into teal, maybe, and that's maybe why you're thinking it might be a green. But on the actual controller itself, it's definitely a straight-up blue, I would say. Well, anyways, I mean, you can look up a picture of a Dreamcast controller. Well, actually, hold on. Hold on a second. You've already seen a Dreamcast controller recently. But I did have a picture. It's a small world. Because last week Ratmus took a picture of the Dreamcast thing with something on it. That's there. So I posted in the Discord a picture of the Dreamcast controller with the Skies of Arcadia thing on the VMU, so you can see the colors of the buttons and the way they're laid out. Yeah, I was going to say that it's like the Xbox. On the Xbox, the A and B are in those positions, but X and Y are... Wait. Oh, no. No. Okay, never mind. I was confused. Yeah, it's exactly like Xbox. I'm an idiot. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, okay. Before we start the actual game, I'm done messing around with the instruction manual and talking... Well, maybe I should read the actual controls. That would be good. But I want to know how to unlock stuff. Because this is totally important. So it says, in order... Let me make sure that I'm looking at the Dreamcast version. In order to unlock Jiminy Cricket, you have to collect all parts of the firework machine. I'm assuming that you do that by playing all of the races in adventure mode or whatever I picked, and by doing that, you get all the pieces back, beat the game, and he's unlocked, okay? So, one of the unlockable characters is called Ned Shredbetter. And there's no pictures of the secret characters in the instruction manual. It says Ned surfs, Ned skates, Ned snowboards, Ned blades. He basically hangs 10 in general. He loves showing off his moves for Amanda Sparkle. Wasn't she like a child actress? Well, they're all children, I guess. So he loves shredding and chilling at Disney's Blizzard Beach and Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. Whoever the hell that is. So in order to unlock him, you have to complete the trophy challenge. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I think you have to do a bunch of challenges in all of the tracks in order to unlock that stuff. Don't care about that. Then I think each level or each race has a fairy that you have to collect. And if you collect all of them, then you unlock another one of the hidden characters that's XUD71, the Experimental Utility Duck. Some sort of robot duck, I'm assuming. And we probably won't unlock him. And then the other thing is, if you get all first place pennants, so maybe just first place on all of the tracks, then you unlock Splash Mountain, the level. So Splash Mountain is not unlocked unless I get all first place pennants. Gizmo, I don't know, because I think there was a robot duck on the loading screen at one point, and it looked like a vampire to me. Unless that was, unless I was thinking of, maybe it was Baron Carlot. I don't know. Okay, so my intention is to try to beat all of these courses and at least unlock Jiminy Cricket. Maybe, if we can, hopefully unlock Splash Mountain as well. If I can't, maybe I'll try the password to see if I can unlock stuff. Alright, and one more thing before we get started. Since I have been reading the instruction manual, let's check out the controls. Yeah, see, this does support the Rumble Pack, or as it's called here, the Jump Pack. Unfortunately, Ratmus didn't change the batteries of our Jump Pack, and it's dead, so I can't use it. Oh, and from what I was reading in a fact, this seems to be like an extreme ripoff of Mario Kart. Like, the weapons, because there are weapons, they are like just straight fucking Mario Kart ripoffs. Like, an acorn is basically a shell. There's like a regular acorn is like a green shell, and like a homing acorn is like a red shell. And there's invincibility. It's just not called like a star. I don't know. It seemed to be like a lot of stuff you would see straight out of Mario Kart. So the right trigger is jump/power slide. L trigger is fire or activate power-ups. I can use the analog stick or the D-pad. Okay, so X Toggle track map / speedometer. Y button is cycle cameras. B button is brake. A button is gas. So the main buttons are A is the gas, and the left trigger is fire, and the right trigger is slide. That's probably what I'll be using, basically. Is there anything else of note in this wonderful instruction manual before we move on and actually start the fucking game? 25 minutes into the stream. Doom loves this, though. Oh, and also, there's literally coins on the track that make you go faster. Speed coins. How many speed coins you have? Collect 10 coins, the maximum for a higher top speed. Literally the same. Wow, I didn't know this was a Switch game. It just went dark because I didn't touch the damn thing. Playing the adventure game. Okay, so one piece of the fireworks machine has landed in each track. You'll win a piece of the machine every time you win a race on a new track. Each race is different and you drive a different vehicle. During each race, grab treasures and use power-ups that help you stay ahead of the competition. Some power-ups will give you incredible speed. There's also basically a mushroom. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a speed boost. Compete in 9 races of 3 laps each on the most famous attractions of Walt Disney World Registered Trademark Resort. If you finish in first, you'll be awarded a piece of the fireworks machine. Okay, that's what we're going for. Oh, return to a track after capturing a machine part and win even more goodies. Win a race a second time and the first place pennant is yours. Win all 9 pennants and a secret track will appear. So you have to play the game fucking twice to unlock Splash Mountain. If you've recovered the fireworks machine part and won the first place pennant from a track, then you can return for the trophy challenge. You drive the track alone with no competition and lap requirement. Pick up as many trophies as you can within a time limit. So this game has a lot of replay value, apparently. And also, apparently, there's a percentage. You have to complete this game 100%. If you get all first place pennants, all trophy challenges, and all bonus event trophies. And apparently you can get even more than 100%. But how? That's a mystery. I think the fact I read said that it goes up to 160% potentially. The arrows on the track that make you go faster are literally called zippers. Power-ups: acorns, homing acorns, guided bottle rocket. It sounds like that's sort of like turning into a bullet bill. Teacup mine. Press up or down and fire to throw it forward or backwards. Vehicles that get hit by it will spin out of control. Frog spell is powerful magic. Turn other racers into frogs. Turbo is basically a mushroom. Invincibility. Blue energy fields will unlock a secret shortcut. Gold coins. Lucky fairies. Fireworks machine parts. It almost sounds like you have to collect the parts on the track, but no, you don't. You just have to finish in first place to be awarded the part for the machine that they broke. Saving and loading. Versus mode. Alright, well, let's talk about the tracks that we're about to see, and Doom will tell us how many of these that he's ridden on or experienced. Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Dinosaur. What the hell is Dinosaur? Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Tomorrowland Speedway, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Disney's Blizzard Beach. Okay, so it's an actual ride that still exists. Rock and Roller Coaster, Splash Mountain is the secret bonus track. Plus 3 bonus areas. Test Track, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and the Disney Studios. The following tracks are not available in 3 or 4 player games. You can play this with 3 or 4 players. And this was made by Crystal Dynamics. Alright. Oh, and, well, Doom, I mentioned all of the expensive games that Ratmus bought. Well, I bought some games, but they weren't expensive at all. Well, you know I bought Top Gear for Super Nintendo, right? But there's a game that I bought that you don't know about. Maybe. I bought Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP2 for Sega Genesis. Spoilers. So we got to stream that at some point. Enter my initials.
Welcome to the status screen. This is where you'll be able to track your progress. Oh, and if you'd like a little help, just press the hint button and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I can just straight up pick whichever one of these I want. Chat vote. Wait. Didn't it say like I thought test track and that was like not part of it. I thought that was something else. I don't know. Let's start out with Tomorrowland Speedway. Can we not? Was that one of the not allowed courses? Wasn't it Disney MGM Studios? Hold on a second here. Man, I hope you like this It's a Small World music, Doom. Tomorrowland Speedway is one of the courses, but why can't I pick it? Alright, well, let's see here. Space Mountain. Maybe I need a hint.
Hello, dear friend. Now here's a little hint for you. Located on certain special tracks, there are 3 blue magical portals that you can drive right through. Now I know it's tough to do, but if you make it through all 3 on the same lap, a super special shortcut will magically appear. Take this shortcut and you'll zip through the track faster than before.
That's great. How do I pick a level? You know what? Let's turn down the music and turn up the voice, maybe? I can't figure out how to start the game. Wait, now it works? It did? That was fucking weird. What if I can't get first and I can't unlock anything? Just now on lap 2? The hell was that? Did I not go through those rings? Where's my super secret shortcut? Wow. Asshole. I slapped somebody? Damn it. Fucking hell!
Guess those crazy critters were a little too fast for you. Just try again. I know you can do it.
Why is it again a Wu-Gang?
The power boosters will give you a real burst of...
I don't know. Apparently we're... Wait. Is this the track that I was on before? Yeah, this... Okay. I kept trying to do Space Mountain, and it never worked, so I wasn't even sure what course I got. So this is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, right? Where I got second. I mean, the first like at least lap or two, I was really learning the fucking game. But still, I mean, these items, even though they're Mario Kart ripoffs, are not as good as Mario Kart for sure. You can only hold one at a time, and the AI, probably sucks, as in they cheat. What is the name of this song? Buffalo Gals, Won't You Come Out Tonight? Dude, did you really think that your dudes were going to be 100% accurate recreations of the rides? Did you really think that? Did anyone really think that? Rolled right into that one. Literally. Jiminy Cricket told me that I should go through those things for a secret shortcut, and I didn't see no damn secret shortcut. Unless I need to look for it or something. Somebody online even... Okay, those were like mushroom boosts. I thought there was something else. Somebody claimed that this was easier than the PlayStation version. That must really suck. Using the D-pad feels horrible. That was lucky. That was my own fucking thing I almost hit. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I was in fucking first until that happened.
Guess those crazy critters were a little too fast for you. Just try again. I know you can do it.
I'm gonna hear this and the It's a Small World music in my nightmares tonight. In case you're wondering, the controls are okay. They're not terrible, but like the graphics are so shitty, and like, or maybe it's the course design. It's like, why do I keep fucking up? Like, I'm obviously learning the course, but it's hard to learn the course when the course is so shitty. Like, I don't know what half the items are. Like, again, that's the boost, but I could have sworn the invincibility looked similar to that, so I don't know what invincibility looks like. It's pretty easy to miss those item balloons. And obviously just getting coins is a challenge. So these corners here are extremely assholeian. Wow. So this happened. That happened. Now I'm in 6th fucking place. My God. You wish you had a Dreamcast to play this game, Doom?
Congratulations!
Holy shit!
Nice going, friend. You won your first race and earned the first piece of the Walt Disney World Magic Machine.
Whoa.
Now, you just need to take that driving skill onto our next attraction. Happy driving!
I was at 0% completion. What am I at now? 5% completion.
Your power booster can give you a super boost if you release the R button at the right time.
I completely and utterly forgot about drifting. Maybe that was an issue.
Super boost. But be careful.
Okay, so let's see. Wait. So I was like, well, maybe it only lets you go in order, but Space Mountain was the first one listed in this thing. Win races to open other tracks. But how do I know which one is open and which one isn't? Wait, isn't Splash Mountain? Yeah, that's a bonus track, so it won't let me play there. It won't let me play in Space Mountain, though. Oh my god, this fucking... You're telling me this map is inaccurate? Do you mean there's not a giant fucking waterway between Space Mountain and Epcot over here? Well, it won't let me go to Test Track. It won't let me go to Typhoon Lagoon. I'm trying to, like, see... It's not letting me select the... Spaceship Earth? Is that what it's called? Tomorrowland Speedway's a no. Jungle Cruise Ride, no. Pirates of the Caribbean, no. Splash Mountain, no. Haunted Mansion, no. What do we got down here? Dinosaur? It lets me do Dinosaur. See, so this is a Disney's Animal Kingdom? Yeah, I've obviously never been there and never existed when I was there, and I don't remember the picture of you on the ride, Doom. I'd have to look again. And by the way, is this course 100% accurate to said ride? Now I gotta learn a whole new course. Again, I couldn't tell where the racetrack was going because it looks like such polygonal vomit. What the fuck? What the fuck? So weird. And where's the guy in first? Not sure what happened there. I was like a rocket bullet bill, but then I like exploded and died, and it sent me back to third place. And where the fuck is the guy in first? He's like already way too far ahead, never catch him. How am I in third? Are there like multiple ways to go or something? Thought that was the way I could go. I was like, is it going to let me select something else? Not that I necessarily wanted to, but now we're doing Blizzard Beach. This is Blizzard Beach. Why is it a snow fucking mountain? Now we got Christmas music. You want this on the Christmas playlist, Doom? Some items. We might not be able to unlock Jiminy Cricket. In Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, it didn't seem like the AI was cheating. It just seemed like I was bad. And all the other courses we played, it seems like the AI is cheating on every single one.
Not bad, but not quite fast enough. Try again to win first place.
Jiminy Cricket, you're a fucking unlockable character. You shouldn't even be here, you asshole. Let me catch up on chat here. That is nuts. Alright, well, let's try Dinosaur again since I didn't even finish the race. Fucking murdered instantly. Can't get any items because these computer players are just complete fucking assholes. This is the first time I'm remembering that power sliding is a thing, but this game is so hard to control. Like, would I want to do this? This seems worse, if anything. It's too uncontrollable. Hold on. Yeah, there is some sort... It sounds like in the background of this music there's some sort of chanting, and it's really confusing my ears. Like, it sounds like somebody outside the house. There were a lot of weirdos outside the house today. It's not even that great of weather, but people were like partying in their driveways. At one point, my dad and I swear that we heard some woman yelling outside the front of our house, like she was yelling at the mailman, saying, "Where's my mail?" And I looked outside and there was nobody there. Because like I can't seem to tell the difference between like invincibility and a boost. And then I don't know if these are homing acorns or regular acorns. Like, I can't tell from the logo. It seems like these are homing ones, but how was I to know that? Didn't even help. I'm still behind the guy I hit with a damn homing acorn. The music just faded out and then started up again. This thing's so long. I'm really close to... Oh my god, that asshole! And the one race I won was fucking barely won even that. I'm still 5% complete with the game. I've accomplished nothing. Because even though it says, oh, you got a new lap time or whatever the fuck, apparently it's worth absolutely nothing to this game. So why is this Disney Studios Rock and Roller Coaster, but then this is just Disney Studios? I can't choose either one of them. Typhoon Lagoon, so I have... and so when I go to Animal Kingdom, Dinosaur, and Blizzard Beach, it has some sort of logo on the right, like... Okay, so like this is telling me that I got the part, but I didn't get the other stuff. Like I can go back now and get... I can maybe play this again for whatever the hell it said. But the point is, why can't I play any other level? Alright, let me... I'm trying to look at a FAQ. See, like, this tells me the controls, advanced maneuvers like hopping and stuff, the story, the weapons, and then it says adventure mode trophy locations. And it's, I mean, the first level that it lists here is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The second that it lists is Dinosaur. Okay, and the third is Blizzard Beach. The fourth is Rock and Roller Coaster. That was over here, right? But it's not letting me pick it. So, like, is that because I didn't get first place in these two? Where on earth would it say that? Again, let's... I'll check the instruction manual. Adventure. Race through all 9 tracks. For details, turn to page 15. Adventure mode. Race on a pre-selected track. After each victory, more tracks open up. That's so stupid. Playing the adventure game. Okay, so yeah, like I said, if you look in the right corner, the first thing I got was the fireworks machine part. The next thing would be the first place pennant, and the third thing would be the trophy challenge. But then there's also something called a bonus event. Between certain races, you will enter a bonus event where you win by grabbing the most coins within a time limit, okay? Learn to power slide through tight turns. Jump at the top of ramps to get airtime. But each one also has a fairy. Lucky fairies. Drive or jump into lucky fairies to get a burst of good luck. All of a sudden, your chances of getting a better power-up increase, and other racers start making mistakes. There are 8 lucky fairies on each track, but there's no icon for getting all the lucky... Like, how do I know that I got the lucky fairy on Thunder Mountain Railroad or not? Because I think you have to get all of them to unlock one of those things. Oh, by the way, I didn't read about the race courses. I would love to read about Haunted Mansion, but we can't play it. It says, zip by laughing caskets and dancing ghosts and reach top speed through the liveliest graveyard ever. There are 999 happy haunts living there. What do you think it says next, Doom? I was going to say yes, but actually it says, but there's room for 1,000. So there's room for 1,000 more? No, it also says, race fast or you might be next. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. So we did Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. What does it say about that? Hurtle down an old railroad track through the, quote, wildest ride in the wilderness. Look out for prickly cactus plants and varmints. They're everywhere. And then we did Dinosaur. What does it say about that? Can someone get the Carnotaurus off the track, please? There's a race going on here. Hit a time warp and blast back 65 million years to a dark prehistoric forest. Don't stop, look at the scenery. It could be pulverized by a meteor shower. Oh shit, the dinosaurs are dead. It says Carnotaurus, not Carnosaurus. I don't know. Blizzard Beach. Let's see what it says about that. Dash over slippery snow on your blazing fast snowmobile. This resort got a little too much sun. Hurry before the snow melts. Huh. So this walkthrough tells me where the trophies are located, but that doesn't matter unless I'm doing the trophy challenge, which I can't even unlock yet. Okay, so Test Track, Typhoon Lagoon, and Disney Studios, those are the bonus levels, which it said would come up like randomly in between or something, and that's where you go for coins. This walkthrough doesn't have very much. There's another walkthrough, but it's specifically for the Game Boy Color version. Let's see if this has anything here. Story, game objective, characters, items. Okay, here is a list of the regular race courses, along with the prerequisites in order for them to be unlocked. Big Thunder Mountain, none. This is the only course that is available at the start of a new adventure game. But again, how would you know that from this fucking map menu screen? Blizzard Beach. Complete the Big Thunder Mountain race course and obtain the fireworks machine part from that area. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Complete the Big Thunder Mountain race course. Okay, so both Blizzard Beach and Dinosaur are unlocked by just completing Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Rock and Roller Coaster is unlocked by completing the Epcot Center Test Track Disney Challenge course. Haunted Mansion is unlocked by completing the Rock and Roller Coaster. Jungle Cruise is unlocked by completing Rock and Roller Coaster. Tomorrowland Speedway is unlocked by completing the Typhoon Lagoon. Space Mountain, complete Typhoon... Okay, so... Patterson to Splash Mountain. Huh? So I'm like, what the hell am I going to unlock by completing Dinosaur or Blizzard Beach? And the answer is, I need to complete both Dinosaur and Blizzard Beach, and that will unlock Test Track, which is apparently one of those bonus coin courses. And then if I manage to complete Test Track, then what did it say it would unlock? Rock and Roller Coaster. And that's it. So, if I manage to get first on both Dinosaur and Blizzard Beach, then would be Test Track, then would be Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't even know if we're even going to get that far. And again, nowhere in the instruction manual or in the game itself does it say the order of the stages and how they are unlocked. Is that great game design or what? I mean, let's find out. There probably is, but it won't allow me to unlock Jiminy Cricket or anything else. I assume I could do versus mode if I had a second controller plugged in. Let's see if Time Trial lets me select any track or what. The other characters still aren't unlocked. Apparently, this is weird. Alright, well, it's letting me select the course, Doom. Holy shit. I'm a tour guide on the Jungle Cruise ride. So yeah, I also didn't... There was no way to enter a password like it said there was on the Game Boy Color, where I could just unlock everything by entering the right password, bypassing the need to unlock Jiminy Cricket. My God! Like, you see how poorly designed this course is? I can't even tell where I'm supposed to go. I just keep crashing into walls and shit. Well, I know Ratmus is going to be immensely disappointed that I'm not going to be able to unlock Jiminy Cricket. Are you also immensely disappointed, Doom? Or if I just play each course in Time Trial so you can see it, are you going to be happy enough? Yeah, I'm driving a boat on dry land. Yeah, this makes sense. Also, I haven't eaten, so I'm very hungry right now. I'm glad that I'm not playing this in adventure mode, because I would have absolutely no chance of anything. Also, how accurate is this, to the ride? Also, I guess I should have mentioned, I should have gone through each of the attractions that the races are based on and figured out if I've ever visited any of them or ridden on any of them. I'm still on lap fucking 2. It's like, when you're playing a good racing game like Mario Kart or Top Gear 1, you never think, oh my god, like this lap or this race is going on way too long. But like, man, when I'm playing a bad game, I'm like, this is just going on way too long. Like, why can't each lap be less than a minute? Because I don't want to be here. This, like, makes me feel like I'm racing in the southern swamp of Majora's Mask. I hope that didn't like overwrite my ability to continue adventure mode, but not that I fucking care because we might not ever be doing adventure mode ever again. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play every single one of these races that we haven't already seen in time trial mode. When Ratmus streams next, 1 week from today, Doom, he's going to do a 1cc of Giga Wing 2. Well, he's going to play Giga Wing 2. He'll probably want to do one race of this game just to get him a chance to play it. Unfortunately, not playing as Jiminy Cricket. And then I guess he'll go right into Skies of Arcadia for the bulk of the stream. Yeah, I'm actually going to take a break so that I can make some Cinnamon Toast Crunch toast to eat once again because I have not eaten and I'm hungry. Alright, so normally I would say if anyone has to leave during the break, bye, thanks for being here, but Doom's the only one here and you're not allowed to go anywhere, so BRB. All right, I am back with my food. Let's talk about some things, Doom. You still here? These damn race courses. Okay, here we go. So, I believe I mentioned, because Bunny was streaming Donkey Kong Country and Super Metroid, I went back and I rewatched my entire previous playthrough of Donkey Kong Country. And then I'm watching myself play Super Metroid from that playthrough for the second time. I only made it like halfway through that playthrough, rewatching it. A lot of weird things going on in chat back then. Alright, so in the instruction manual, looking through the tracks, the first one is Space Mountain. I believe you know the story. Shut up, Sun Pump. When I was, 6 years old, my parents asked my godmother, is Space Mountain okay for 6-year-old Rockman to go on? They were like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's nothing. And they took me on there, and then I was traumatized by it, supposedly. Second one is Haunted Mansion. I'm sure that I must have gone into the Haunted Mansion and experienced the ride. I don't really have any memories of doing that. Also, I don't remember going on Space Mountain. I just remember being told the story. I don't remember going through the Haunted Mansion necessarily, but again, I have told the story about how we were in a restaurant, and so we went there. It was it was both my parents. It was me, Ratmus. If this was the 1985 trip to Disney World, if it was, then I was 6 and Ratmus was 3, and then there was my godmother and her 2 kids who were a little bit older than me. And so we were in some restaurant and we all split up. I was looking at some big painting on the wall apparently, and nobody noticed that I wasn't part of the conversation and didn't go off with whoever I was supposed to go off with, and they just left me there. And I had thought that I had heard somebody say that they were going to the Haunted Mansion, so I went to the Haunted Mansion. And then some cast member found me and was like, little boy, have you lost your parents? And I'm like, yeah. And I remember them taking me behind the scenes. For some reason, I don't know how they found my parents, but clearly they did. That's all I remember. So this dinosaur thing that's in Animal Park or whatever, obviously never been there. Pirates of the Caribbean, I mean, I'm sure that I must have ridden on it, but again, I have no memory. I was 6 years old or younger, no memory of it. Yeah, it's a you should have tried it, Doom, when you were little. Jungle Cruise, I have no memory of going on the Jungle Cruise. Tomorrowland Speedway, I'm sure I didn't go on. Big Thunder Mountain, I'm sure it didn't go on. Disney's Blizzard Beach, I probably didn't even exist. Rock and Roller Coaster, hell no. Now, refresh my memory. What is Splash Mountain? Okay, I don't think I went on that either. So then you're like, well, Rockman, what the hell, what the hell memories do you have of going to Disney World? Clearly not a lot. Um, like, I think we went to Epcot at some point. According to my parents, I supposedly loved Figment. Maybe got a plushie of him? I don't remember. I remember a little bit of being in a hotel. And some of the stuff I remember. Well, it's more that we have video of it, so I don't really remember it, but I remember the video. I'm trying to remember the name of the hotel. It had some grandiose name. Um, let's see. No, it was. Damn it! It was like a Hyatt Regency or something. Probably. Okay, this was we went there in February 1984. What, is this Disneyland? Hold on. It's kind of unclear from the what we have written down on this VHS tape, Doom. It says in February 1984 we went to the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress and SeaWorld. Does that sound to you like Florida or California? Is there a SeaWorld in Florida? Okay. By the way, do you remember that I told you I have or I had at some point like 2,000 VHS tapes? Uh, VHS tape number 1. And I think I might have showed you some of this. It starts out with my great-grandmother's birthday party, July 10th, 1983, where my dad, and remember my aunt and my cousins live in California. So like during the video, my dad was filming and he was talking to the great-grandma and the relatives, and like, he was like, Rockman's aunt, whose name I won't say on stream for some reason because I don't want to give her social security number. Like, she's going to see this video because then we went to Disneyland July 13th, 1983. And again, you've seen that video of the Main Street and train and that my dad filmed terribly. But anyway, like, I don't want to get too much into this. But the point is, on this videotape number 1, there's the great-grandma's party. Then it goes right into Disneyland 1983. And it says that. And it says Disneyland 1983. But then after that, after 1983, then all of a sudden around the 57 minutes in, it says February 1984, Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress. Doesn't say Disney World, even though it's clearly Disney World. Then SeaWorld, March 5th, 1984. So it must have been like late February, and then a few days later we went to SeaWorld. Shamu show, blah, 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 blah. And then there's just TV shows after that. There's like an episode of The Simpsons and whatnot. Then on tape 15, there's, it says Florida, August 1985, NASA Space Center. Then Minnie's Breakfast, Disney. Actually, I think I showed you a little bit of this one. Minnie's Breakfast, Dinner a la Disney Electrical Parade. So that confirms that, as far as I can remember, as far as I've been alive, I've been to Disneyland in 1983, Disney World in 84 and 85, and as far as I know, I've never been other than that. At least we have no video evidence, and if I asked my parents, they probably couldn't remember either. So that tells you my Disney experiences there. And I was gonna try and say, like, what else do I remember? So the reason why I brought up the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress is because that hotel was just, when I was I was 5 years old, and I was just so like, I remember being like, this is so extravagant, and like it looked to me like something so amazing and awesome and majestic, this amazing hotel, and just the name of it, Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress. I don't even know if I even knew what the hell that meant, but to me, as a 5-year-old, it was just like out of this world extravagance and richness is what it was, and that's why I remember it, even if I do, just from the videotape, really. But I don't remember when this happened, Disneyland or Disney World. I don't remember what this was. It was not the Jungle Cruise, but there was some thing. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. I don't think I've told the story, but there was a thing where you would send your kids off on a boat tour. Like, I swear it was kind of like the Jungle Cruise. And again, I'm sorry that I'm not familiar with the terminology of where this was. It almost sounds like I'm making this up, or is that Pleasure Island thing that like turned into a hellhole and doesn't exist anymore, or where that kid drowned or got eaten by an alligator. But I swear, like, there was one tour guide, and it was on a boat, and like it took like a whole boatload of kids with no chaperone, just the one driver, took him out on some tour, and this was in the middle of the night, and took him out on some tour, and then we came back. And the reason why I remember it is because when we were coming back to the dock, the tour guide driver guy, he was like, "We're gonna scare your parents. All right, so what I want everyone to do is all the kids duck down on the floor and hide. And when I come into the dock, I'll tell all the parents that your kids were all lost at sea." This is 100% true. I'm not making this up. And back in 1984, it was okay. This was not a bad thing at all. It was a different time, a better time, some might say. So that's what we did. And actually, as I'm telling this story now, I'm remembering more of it. Because he was like, "This will be hilarious. Your parents will think this is hilarious." So he comes and he's like, "They were all lost at." I remember him like waving at the dock, saying, "They were all lost at sea," and like this was supposed to scare. So then I get there, and my parents weren't even there to pick me up. They had sent, I'll just say his name, Brian. He's the kid of my godmother, to pick me up. Um, and I don't even think he even noticed or cared. I just now remembered that. So, anyways, now that I'm telling my super secret childhood stories, let's get back to the game here. Stop going dark. And again, it sounds like I'm making that up, but I am not. I have no proof, but I mean, think about what I do remember from being 4 or 5 or whatever is like just like getting lost and that thing with almost losing my parents. That's all I remember. Okay, so I keep putting this instruction manual away, thinking I don't need it anymore, but clearly I need it. It's just I wish they had made this menu easier to navigate. Okay, did I race on Space Mountain yet? I don't think I did, right? Alright, let's start out with Space Mountain. And again, you'll have to tell me how accurate this is to the ride. Oh wait, I already know it's not accurate at all because it's not completely pitch black, right? What was that, a tropical fish flying by? Is that on the ride? It's a lot less terrible looking than the Jungle Cruise level, I'll say that. But again, one lap was a minute and a half. I feel like that should have been the whole course. Like, I'm ready to be done by now. Remember how hard it was to get coins on like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad? Now I've got 8 of them. You know, I feel like this is a random thing maybe, but I feel like maybe they could make a great pinball table out of Space Mountain. Is there a pinball table Space Mountain? I don't know. Also, how long is Space Mountain as a ride? How long are you on it? A minute and a half? Times 3? Or somewhere in between? Oops. I guess it's interesting, unlike Mario Kart, where you choose your cart. Like they said, you get different carts on each track. Whoa. Yeah, that was, when you said that, I think I remembered something. Like, didn't it say something about that on the back of the box? Okay, well, the back of the box says 13 raceways based on popular Walt Disney World registered trademark theme parks and water parks, including Space Mountain Test Track and Rock and Roller Coaster. Then it says blah, 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 blah. Cruise to the beat of authentic Disney tunes. So is this the first course that's had an authentic Disney tune? Well, I mean, I guess It's a Small World is an authentic Disney tune, but that was on the menu. You know what? Let's save Haunted Mansion for last. We already did Dinosaur, so next up would be Pirates of the Caribbean. Are we going to see Johnny Depp in this? And also keep an ear out if it has the correct music for Pirates of the Caribbean. And will it have wenches and wenches being chased by pirates for sexual rape? Well, I mean, this is correct, isn't it? Well, you said the Disney World one doesn't have music, but is this the Disneyland? I think we have, like, back in the day, Ratmus had some Disney MP3s, like, some of the stuff from the Haunted Mansion, like that he would call Grim Grinning Ghosts. He might even have an MP3 of this, for all I know. Okay, but now, hold on. Because racing this is going to be over 4 minutes. Is this loop going to be annoying? Okay, look at the stuff, though. You know what? I'm just going to slow down a bit. And there's the. It doesn't say wenches, though, right? Shit, I'm going the wrong way. Didn't it originally say, like, wench auction or something? I was reading about it recently, I think. But yeah, the Yo-Ho song is already kind of getting like, okay, it's just looping over and over again. Again, we're going to be hearing this all night in my dreams. Let's go this way. And again, I hope none of these classic Disney tunes get fucking copyright striked on YouTube or something. Whoa, what was that? Did I find some sort of secret? What the hell is going on here? I found a secret in the fact that I'm fucking soft locked. My time is gonna suck on this, but who cares, right? I'm so glad I freed up space on our memory card to save my wonderful times. It's great how we couldn't play this or Space Mountain. We had to start with Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which fucking sucked. All the first three courses were terrible. They're hiding all of the good courses behind a fucking paywall, and by that I mean a get good wall. Oh shit, cannons are firing. And yeah, I played as Chip in adventure mode and Dale in time trial mode, and we can't unlock Jiminy Cricket, and I'm just never going to play as any of the 10 goddamn made-up characters because, of a moral stance, right? That's totally why I didn't try any of them, right? Because I don't believe that any of them conform to Walt's vision. That's totally why. Okay, I've had enough of that song. Almost as pissed as he is about, everything else. I imagine that Walt Disney is kind of like Gene Roddenberry in the sense that, you as a Disney fan, you might kind of idolize him, and he's the creator and all that, and you look at the stuff that they're doing to the parks now, and it's against what he would want, and it's all terrible, but at the same time, didn't he have some vices that you kind of have to overlook because we like him so much? I mean, Gene Roddenberry definitely had some vices. I still haven't seen that movie with Tom Hanks. But anyways, all right, so we did Jungle Cruise. So next up should be Tomorrowland Speedway. Now, you keep calling it Autotopia. So Autotopia was one of the original Disneyland rides, right? But then I guess at some point they renamed it Tomorrowland Speedway. And every time Ratmus mentions Autotopia, he always talks about Sammy Davis Jr. driving on there and getting in a car accident. Classic Ratmus. I see. All right, well, here's Tomorrowland Speedway. Wow, this is the first thing that's looked like a Mario Kart level, and actually, I could have sworn for a second there that the music was like a direct ripoff of Mario's Circuit. Is this any kind of music that you recognize, Doom? Yeah, I mean, it obviously makes sense that this is the closest one to an actual racing track that we've seen so far, in the sense of I can actually tell what's going on and where to go. and it's not some ridiculous, like, black void or color vomit that's confusing me about where to go. And the lap was only 1 minute. Why isn't this the first? If they're going to make you do a course first, it should be this one. It's short and easy. Let you get used to the thing. Although, this is... Oh, okay, you know what? Isn't this one of those bonus coin things they were talking about, maybe? Like, this isn't an actual race course. Maybe that's why it's so short. Which is, again, fucking kind of dumb. In real life, Doom, do they have giant Mickey Mouse head balloons like we're seeing to the side sometimes? I saw something out of the corner of my eye about seeing the Contemporary Resort. Is that square-looking building that I just saw, kind of? There's obviously the castle. But I want to know if these giant Mickey Mouse heads that looks like hot air balloons, if those are real or not. Right there, that hotel right there. I assume that's the hotel. Is that one that the monorail goes through? I know we must have ridden the monorail, but I don't have a memory of it. I think it was more like... I don't know, I have this vague sense about, like... I really, really, really thought the monorail was cool, but I don't remember... Unfortunately, I just can't remember, like, actually riding it or seeing it. Okay, yeah. Wait, so you said you saw a hidden Mickey. I didn't see one. I was too busy paying attention to the course. So those balloons were not hidden Mickeys? Yeah, I think I remember seeing those pictures that you showed. Let's see. And just skimming the tracks here in the instruction manual, seeing if there's anything that I wanted to mention. A Pirates of the Caribbean, it says... Navigate your ship through the hideout of the merriest bunch of pirates on the high seas. They pillage, they plunder, they're really bad eggs. Tricky turnoffs, jumps, and tidal surges can give you the edge or get you yo-hoed into the backwater. Is that a sentence you ever thought you'd hear? Jungle Cruise. Explored the waters of a tropical jungle river while avoiding hippos and elephants. Dense water, grasses, and trees can block your view, so stay alert for surprises. Yeah, no shit. Tomorrowland Speedway. Set new speed records as you race down the track on the super fast speedway. Oh no, actually, no, I was wrong. Tomorrowland Speedway is an actual course. It's test track that's one of the bonus levels. So yeah, if they were going to make you do any one first, it should have been Tomorrowland Speedway. We did Jungle Cruise, we did Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, we did Disney's Blizzard Beach. So next, well, I guess we cannot do Splash Mountain. Wait, we can do Splash Mountain? It says it's a secret bonus track that I needed to unlock, but I can do it in time trial mode. Okay. Wow, it's just straight up plain zippity doodah. Is this copyrighted? I don't know, Doom this stream might not end up on YouTube. You might be the only one to ever see this stream, which is fine, I guess. I have some jokes about... Wait. I have some jokes about this song. One of them is racist, so I can't repeat it. But isn't the line, plenty of sunshine coming my way? Plenty of Sunshine Ahead. Okay. Well, um, I used to watch this show called Sports Night around the year 2000, I think it was on. At the time, I really liked it. I actually rewatched it a couple years back, and it actually doesn't hold up as much as I thought it did. But I liked it at the time, or at least I liked the first season until the second season. William H. Macy came in and ruined the show, in my opinion. But that's not the point of why I'm telling you this. Why I'm telling you this is one of the main characters, I think there was a little... He had something to his character that they maybe brought up once, maybe twice, is that, like, he would sometimes get sayings wrong or mishear. Like, he would sometimes, like, misquote certain things. Maybe it just happened once as a joke or something. So that was kind of funny. The point is that he thought the line was, "Plenty of sunshine, plenty of hay." And then somebody, one of the other characters was like, "What are you talking about? It's plenty of sunshine heading my way." And he just thinks for a moment, he's like, that makes a lot more sense. Plenty of hay. Well, all right. So I already forgot what this is. This is Splash Mountain, the bonus course. So how is this as a course? Again, it's got the problem of, like, the backgrounds are just so blurry and shit colored that I could just crash into a wall and not even know where I'm supposed to go. I mean, you may notice that about this, but other than that, I mean, hearing Zippity Doodah is not the worst thing I could hear, I suppose, and it's definitely better than some of the tracks, although not the best. I don't know. What do you think? Is it accurate to the ride, though? Alright, so what did it say about Splash Mountain in the instruction manual? Ride your log and have a quote-unquote zip-a-dee-doo-dah day, but look out for hungry fish that will knock you off course, and don't forget about the falls, it says. Alright, so we gotta try Rockin' Roller Coaster from Disney Studios or whatever. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready, Doom? Zoom through the LA hills on this high-speed thrill ride to the biggest concert ever. Who's in concert? Kiss? Hang onto your hat and keep your arms and legs inside the car at all times. The G-forces here are out of control. Oh shit, Aerosmith. Music is a weapon. Alright, well, let me... Hold on here. Is that a real Aerosmith song? I'm assuming it is, right? I expected Aerosmith to start singing. I'll turn it down a little bit. Maybe it's an instrumental. I mean, you said that you've ridden on this Rockin' Roller Coaster, right? Did you? So how accurate is this? Oh, caution, rock and roll ahead. We're going to the Civic Center, the great place to rock and roll all night and possibly party every day. I don't care if that's not Aerosmith. We're going to the VIP something or other. We're just crashing through, this road construction thingies and various barricades and street cones. They were cones. Something donuts. I didn't see what that said. Road construction. Who cares? Fuck you. Road construction. We're on the way to the Aerosmith concert. Stop. I don't fucking listen. I ain't got time for road laws when there's a concert on the line. That sign said all lanes open, so floor it. Did that sign say rock to the left and roll to the right? You can't have both. It's got to be one or the other? Fuck these cones. I'm assuming, Doom, if you've also been to LA, that this is accurate to the real Los Angeles, right? Right? Have you ever been to a real Aerosmith concert? Well, we still haven't played all of the courses, but, well, I think it said All Night Donuts. I guess, I was going to say, like, Ratmus should load up Adventure Mode and try to beat one of those courses that I couldn't beat. But I don't know what's the point of that when those courses suck. Maybe we should have Ratmus actually play one of the good courses in time trial mode. I mean, at the end of this, I'll have to rank all the courses, right? I swear, like, the three that I was forced to play first are probably the worst ones of them all. Which is a great way to design a game. I just crashed into, like, a video board showing me crashing into a video board, showing me crashing into a video board, comma, video boardception. Alright, so... Alright, well, we still have the bonus courses. +3 bonus arenas. Test Track, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and Disney Studios. So what happens if I try to do Test Track? Collect 30 coins before time runs out. But they give me 4 minutes. Alright, well, Test Track is an actual ride in Epcot, right? Is this accurate at all to it? See, this seems like a great place to have like a battle mode. And it was talking about like, oh, you can play certain levels with 3 or 4 players. I wonder if there's like a battle mode. Very interesting, but collecting coins like this is not very fun. I have to collect 40, it said. I thought I would be able to crash through this, but apparently not. It's like, if the goal is to collect coins, it's better to go slowly. It's like the opposite of a race. There's this main fucking area, and it seems like once I collect a coin, it's gone. So... I think I already went on this loop. Okay, hold on a second. I was trying. I'm looking at the mini map to try to. It was very confusing. I think I glitched through the cage there. Like I'm trying to get to here. Okay, there we go. All right. You know what? I got 20 out of 40, and screw that. I wasn't going to be able to complete it anyways. Let's just move on. Typhoon Lagoon is the next one. Oh, I thought it was 40. Oh well, I got 20. Well, how accurate is this, Doom? There's a alligator dancing wearing a swimsuit. Definitely accurate to real life. And this is just a big open area. It doesn't even have those side areas like the previous one did. Where's the tide pool? I don't know. I think we've seen enough of that course. We've seen all there is to see there. Alright, just Disney Studios itself is a bonus course. And just a giant fucking square. There's a... What does that say? Hollywood Tower? Yeah, I was like, isn't that the Tower of Terror? But it said Hollywood Tower. Unless it said of Terror in an extremely small print. See, I've never been to Disney Studios, whatever it's called. Never been there, so you have to tell me how accurate this is. There's a giant guitar. Is that like the Hard Rock Cafe? You got like the thing with the Mickey ears. I've seen that. Is this like supposed to be like the Chinese theater? Oh, okay. Backlot tour. Alright, well, I've seen enough of that. Wait a second. So it says, note, the following tracks are not available in 3 or 4 player games. Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Splash Mountain, and the bonus arenas, Test Track, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and Disney Studios. The only 3 that would make sense to be in 3 or 4 player mode. I have no idea. Alright, so we did Space Mountain, Dinosaur, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Tomorrowland Speedway, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Disney's Blizzard Beach, Rock and Roller Coaster, Splash Mountain, Test Track, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and Disney Studios. The only thing we have not done is Haunted Mansion. Let's find out. We're about to hear a sump pump, if anything. Yep. And again, the only reason why I know this is because Ratmus had a bunch of MP3s of this back in like around this time. I wonder if it came from this game. Okay. This course is extremely confusing. Like I was so distracted by the music. I mean, I guess I gotta follow those glowing hands, but it's very easy to get lost. I never knew this, but right now I'm absolutely betting that somehow Ratmus got a hold of like the soundtrack for this game. Probably on what did Weird Al say? LimeWire or something, or Kazaa? Where the fuck am I? It looks like I'm going off the fucking course out of bounds or something. This is still lap 1. I'm sorry, I saw some blue glowing ghosts and I kind of blew past it. That was all lap 1, almost 2 minutes long. You know what, Doom? When I'm done with this track, if this is, I don't know. Oh my god. I'm going to find those MP3s, and I'm going to briefly play each one. I mean, I can't get copyright strike. If I'm going to get copyright strike for this, it's going to be for this and that. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to play those MP3s, and I'm going to tell you what Ratmus called those MP3s. Because I think he made up those names, and unless I'm totally wrong, and that's the official names of the ghosts. But there were different MP3s where different ghosts are singing, and I think Ratmus made up names for them. And you, knowing Ratmus, can probably tell what kind of names he made up for them. I did not expect this at all, that it was going to go this way. I guess I never really thought about it. I had an itch there. And so, like, again, the only reason why I know this music is certainly not from when I was there. It's because of those MP3s Ratmus had. I used to listen to them all the time for some reason. What was your favorite track of the ones that I've done so far, Doom? Well, I've done all of them so far. Of the whole game, what was your favorite track, I mean? If you have any favorite tracks. I can't imagine having to play this in adventure mode with actual AIs. I remember when you hear the knell of the Requiem bell, and Ratmus always said, "What the hell is a Requiem bell?" hopefully this is saving all of my wonderful times for these wonderful races. And once again, I'm still 5% complete with the game, sadly. Hold on a second. Okay, so I think we've experienced everything that this game has to offer right now. And actually, I still haven't read your message. I just want to make sure that we're potentially done with this game. I mean, I guess that Ratmus and I could do a multiplayer or a versus race. Let's check out my best times. Okay, let's see. Morpheus or Grokster or LimeWire or Kazaa. Spoilers. At one point, I think we were able to use Napster, and at one point, I think we were able to use LimeWire, and again, we were using the Mac version. Never heard of Morpheus or Grokster or Kazaa, and until years later. Never used them. That makes sense. I can hear that now. All right, so let's see if I can find those old MP3s. Okay, so he has some old MP3s from, it's listed as under theme parks, Disney World Techno Remix, Haunted Mansion Ball, It's a Small World, Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, and the Haunted Mansion. So I guess if I played any of these, it should be the, like...
This is Tower. Launch sequence engaged.
This is Space Mountain. Is this the music we heard on the Space Mountain course? And these MP3s are from 2000 or 2001. Okay. So then there's a whole folder just called Grim Grinning Ghosts. And if I go in there, okay, so there's 8 different MP3s in the folder called Grim Grinning Ghosts, okay? So this one's called Original. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit. There's something called Original 2. I'm not going to play the whole thing just in case we get like copyrighted or whatever, but I want to get your... And then there's one called Instrumental. Okay, but the rest have, let's call them funny Ratmus names, okay? This one's just called German.
When the cryptos creak and the boom folks quake, boots come out for a spin and wait. Happy hearts with period.
So, to Ratmus, that guy sounded German. So, are you familiar with all these? Like, yeah, I think it was just like a German. He thought it was a German accent, but like, are these different? Like the German one and the original one, are they all things that play in the ride? Okay, you don't know where that came from. Okay, here's one called British. Now that I heard during the game. I think I heard this.
Now don't close your eyes and don't...
Okay, so let's see. So there's one called Larva Bums, and I don't know if I've ever tried to explain the term Larva Bums. I think it's something that Ratmus came up with. The best I can describe it is sort of like zombies, but it's a group of people who are brainwashed and being controlled, sort of like zombies. Ratmus calls them Larva Bums. He just literally made up that name, as far as I know. But maybe we'll have to ask him about it. But this one's called Larva Bums.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide or see me sweetness by your side.
So I'm guessing that every one of these is saying basically the same lines, only with slightly different voices. Okay. Alright, so the next one is called Fat and Slim Guy. That's because this guy clearly sounds fat. This guy clearly sounds slim. They're the fat and slim guys, get it?
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
Now, the fat guy, his voice sounds familiar to me. Is that the Tony the Tiger guy? It actually sounds like remember in Disney's Robin Hood, there's like, during the archery contest, there's like a gator, an alligator or a crocodile, who's like, and now the archery contest will begin. That's the same guy's voice, I would bet. You know what I'm talking? Can you remember that as well and confirm that in your mind? Okay, so all right. So I've left the best one for last, of course. There is one more, and it is called. Holy shit! Wonka's here. Doom, you love Ratmus's names for the octopus, right? Like penis / mustard, right? This one's called Constipated Guy and Parrot. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Constipated Guy and Parrot.
They pretend to
Well, Wonka, this was Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour. What's the point of the word quest there? That always confused me every time I had to write out the name of this fucking game. Like, shouldn't it just be Walt Disney World Magical Racing Tour or Walt Disney World Magical Racing Quest? Why is it Walt Disney World Registered Trademark Quest Magical Racing Tour trademark? I don't know, but that's the name of this fucking game. I played it for 2.5 hours. Didn't unlock Jiminy Cricket, but we sure had a great time, didn't we, Doom? Yeah, I hope that Disney doesn't copyright strike my video. Also, in this instruction manual, it has an advertisement for Disney's 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue, available fall 2000. You ever play that game? Have you ever even seen the movie 102 Dalmatians? I'm pretty sure I've seen 101 Dalmatians when I was a kid. Fish and Zoda are doing Majora's Mask Rando. I don't like that game. Salsa's actually doing Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm not going to torture you by rating him or anything like that. But yeah, like I said, during Ratmus's next Dreamcast stream, which will be next Saturday, we'll probably do a race or two of this and a little bit of Giga Wing 2 before getting back into Skies of Arcadia. I would think that's the plan. And Monday night, after Bunny is done with Super Metroid for the day, we might do another late night racing stream, Doom. But it won't be this game because I'm basically done trying to unlock Jiminy Cricket. I think I've had enough. Thanks everyone for watching, especially Doom. And we didn't drop any frames, and we're not rating anyone, and that's the end of the stream. Bye, everyone.